Hello, hello, hello. It has been a while since I have done a video, and I just realized I did not plug in my microphone. So let's make sure that's plugged in and working. Okay, so it's plugged in, and I am getting sound. Okay, so how are you all doing? It has been a while. If you can't tell, I moved my desk again. Back to where it was, to be honest with you, but nevertheless, I'm good today. How are you all doing? Today I want to I'll pull my notes over here. I want to talk to you, and after the last probably 6 months to a year, and really over the last 4 or 5 years of using Trello versus Clickup. And now I have used them both. I've used them both for a little while, and I wanted to kind of give you my top 5 differences between Trello and Clickup and tell you which one I think is better or worse, or for whom it would be best to use each one. I tried desperately to make this whole thing lean more toward Trello, but the more I looked at it, the more I came up with reasons to promote ClickUp. But here's what I'm going to say. I think that this is a deeply, deeply personal conversation. This is a deeply, deeply personal decision as to which one that you use, and it really, really genuinely depends on how you plan to use it and how many people you are using it with. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and launch into this. The first major difference between ClickUp and Trello are the many different ways that you can view Trello and ClickUp. I have a little bit of cough, so bear with me, please. There are, within ClickUp, you can look at it from a board view where you see boards like you would in Trello. You can look at it from a calendar view, and all of your unscheduled tasks are going to be on the right-hand side. You can, and your scheduled things are in there. You can look at it from the perspective of just a list view. And that's huge. It's huge because being able to switch views and change the way you're looking at things could completely change the way you view something, the way something clicks in your brain. And that's really helpful. And there's even more ways if you have the paid version of ClickUp. So for me, that got a little overwhelming. And this is a really nice segue into the second thing. I did these in different order. So the second thing is you can schedule things easier in ClickUp. Because you have that calendar view and then you have your entire unscheduled tasks list on the side, you can just easily drag and drop things. Now, the problem with this view, which hopefully in a later edition they will fix this, is that if you have subtasks and you don't have the view subtasks on, they don't show up at all. And if you do have the view subtasks on, they're just going to plop to the top. It's not going to be descriptive, and they're not going to be, the hierarchy is not held in the unscheduled tasks on the right-hand side. So for a lot of things, it just wasn't practical or even useful to have that over there. So I didn't find that easy to use, and in which case I would have to schedule those things in the board or in the task itself. I might as well be using Trello. Third, hands down, The mobile experience with Trello is magical by comparison. Magical. And hands down, the mobile experience with ClickUp is god awful. I was using this app, and I've completely switched over to Trello for our meal planning, and hands down, it was the worst experience when I was trying to do this in ClickUp. There were parts of it that I really enjoyed and were easy to use, and then there were other parts that were god awful. And the mobile experience was horrific with ClickUp. And I just went to the store today and I spent less than 2 minutes looking at my list and going boom, 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 and everything was gone. I could not get things to disappear on the mobile version, and it just literally was not working. So maybe they were having a glitch the 3 or 4 times I used it, but I don't have the patience, I don't have the time to continue to try to use something that didn't work for me when I was using it. So I'm going to say that number 4, Butler for Trello is a magical, magical little program. And hands down is one of the most robust automation programs I've ever seen within a program. It can do so many things, and I'm going to start utilizing that a little bit more intensely for my task lists for the week, and how I want things to run and how I want things to pop up for me. So in the future, look forward to a video on how to set that up and how to make it work. But for those of you who've never used Butler for Trello and whose eyes just glazed over at that whole ramble I just did, let me explain what it is. It is a system that allows you to set recurring tasks. It allows you to move cards from point A to point B once something is done. It allows you to add labels. It allows you to change due dates, things like that. When one task is done, it adds another task, yada, 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 or creates a whole new card. There are so many things that you can do with Butler for Trello that you will literally just have to look it up. It does take a good amount of time to set it up, but once it's set up and once it's running, if you're utilizing Trello, it is a magical experience, and it will completely change your life. Completely. And change your business, like for real. Great little program. So, and it's free. All about that free thing. That's something to really talk about. This is not my number 5, but I will say this. You get a lot more with ClickUp for free. Hands down. It's just a more robust program for free. However, if you are a small business, you will be able to manage Trello for free. If you are a small business with a team, you may not be able to. But if you're a small business, ClickUp is going to be way more than you could possibly ever need. And in fact, because it is way more than you could possibly ever need, it could and probably will get very overwhelming for you. And that's been my experience. And as someone who has ADD, or ADHD, and who also has, ADD, and who also is on the spectrum of autism, I need something very easy to use. It inspires me to want to use it if it's easy. If it seems overwhelming, also I have anxiety. So adding all of those things together, when you add a very, very robust program that can do way too many things, it becomes overwhelming, and I just kind of back away slowly and go, nope, I can't. And I just literally can't. So if that somewhat describes who you are, I would not suggest ClickUp. You could certainly take a look at it and take a look at some of my other ClickUp videos that I have created, but I don't know that I recommend the program for daily use. And that's just it. Now, number 5, the simplicity of Trello. I guess I did kind of go into that. The simplicity of Trello is both its greatest strength and a weakness for it. And for all the reasons that I mentioned before, and then just it can seem really bland and really underwhelming. There's no subtasks, there's no things like that sometimes can be awesome, but you can manage some of those things also in Trello, even the free version, without. There are ways around everything. Does that make any sense? And over the next couple of weeks, I'll probably go into more depth about Trello and tell you the ways around the many problems that I've encountered, because there are ways around the many problems that I have encountered. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you are interested in more program kind of things, go ahead and hang around. I just started using Flowdesk, so I will start doing videos on that. I'm not currently, although this might change once I start paying for it, because I'm still in the free version or the free trial. I might become a affiliate. There we go. The word escaped me for a moment. An affiliate for Flowdesk. We shall see. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to do that before I create my first video. Quite frankly, there's nothing wrong with being an affiliate. I just don't want everyone thinking that that's the only reason I became an affiliate. I am actually loving the program. I'm loving its simplicity. I'm loving how things operate. And if I compared it to ActiveCampaign, I would say it's better just because it's simpler and it actually works. And you can create beautiful, beautiful templates. And at the same time, if we compare it to, why am I having such a hard time with names today? $30 a month. What is it? ConvertKit. Sheesh, this has been happening all day. It's because I ate lunch really late. If you compare it to ConvertKit, I don't know that ConvertKit is worth it. And that's saying something, because I'm an affiliate for ConvertKit, and I still love the way that they have everything laid out. I just think that their price point is really, really high for not being able to create beautiful emails or buttons, for that matter, without having to have someone code you a button. It's just insane. Absolutely insane. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Lots more videos to come on tools and programs. If you are looking for somebody to help you figure those tools and programs out and help you with the strategy for your business or your life, that's me. That's what I really do for money anyway. And I love it. So holler at me at the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year. Holy cow. At the beginning of April, I am starting a group mastermind coaching type program. And if you go to my website right now, www.amberslocum.com, and under the Work With Me tab, if you hover over that, there's going to be a drop down that pops down, and one of them is going to be Mastermind Survey. If you are interested in something like that and would like to give me your input and have some say in what happens and how it happens, that is the way to make it happen. It's about 5 questions, including what your email address is, if you're interested. So if you're not interested, you just want to give me some input, that's fine. And you are totally welcome to fill that out. I would be incredibly grateful. So I hope you all have a good day, and I will talk to you later. See ya.